Hey, thank you for your patience while we adjusted and then warmed up a little bit. This is our high school group. We're very excited about the pieces we're playing tonight, so we're just going to go ahead and get started with a march composed by, I believe it was Henry Fillmore. Henry Fillmore? He was one of the, he wasn't quite John Philip Sousa, but he was right up there with him, okay, one of our March Kings from way back. So, Men of Ohio. So our next piece is called Foundry, and it's a very interesting piece by a very interesting composer. John Mackey didn't grow up in band. He didn't grow up in bands, but he learned how to compose. He had an interesting composition and just started writing music on his computer and for bands. And he's really become a very prolific composer in the band world, even though he didn't grow up playing an instrument. So this next piece, he likes to do a lot of kind of cacophonous, real noisy kind of songs. This next piece is called Foundry. It's supposed to evoke the image of a metal smelting plant or a foundry or something like that. It makes me think of a movie, maybe like Lord of the Rings when they're making the ring. It's real kind of metallic sounding. In fact, I had to go out and make a special shopping trip for one of our percussionists in the back. It calls for 4 metal bowls, so I had to go and find that. It also calls for an instrument called a clang, which doesn't really exist, but that's the type of sound he wanted. So we had to find something to hit to make a clanging sound. It also calls for piles of wood and different things like that. So it's a fun piece. There's lots to do in the percussion section. There's actually a couple parts we didn't get covered. They're looking for something they're missing behind the curtain. We good? Okay. All right, so Foundry. just wanted to give a quick plug announcement. Most of you probably know that our marching band, which is this group and a few of our 8th graders down here, has been accepted to perform in Washington, D.C. on Memorial Day this coming May. And we're really excited about that. We're really proud of these students, really happy for the opportunity. So we're currently in the fundraising stage. Kids have been making some payments, we've been doing some fundraisers, but we're really looking forward to that. If you would like to contribute or help in any way, or if you have an organization that might want to contribute or help with sponsorships, we would definitely be all ears and be thankful for the help. We're just really proud of the kids. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to march down the Main Street, on the National Mall, right by the White House and the Washington Monument. That's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that probably won't come again. So we're really excited for that and looking forward to it. So our next tune, hopefully will get you into the Christmas spirit. It's called And Heaven and Nature Ring. It's a medley of a bunch of different Christmas songs put together in a really unique and fun way by Patrick Rosa. Well, we're going to close out our night tonight with a piece that I'm sure you've all heard. Somebody came up to me earlier today and said, I sang this when I was in high school. So it's a piece that's been around for a long time. In fact, it made its debut in 1742 in Dublin, Ireland. The Hallelujah Chorus from a much larger piece, oratorio called Handel's Messiah. The Hallelujah Chorus was the last part of that. And if you know any of some of the history around this piece, you know that at one point the king of England at the time, King George II, heard this piece of music being played, the oratorio, the whole big long thing. And when it got to the Hallelujah chorus, for whatever reason, King George decided to stand up. And if you know royal protocol, that means everybody's supposed to stand up. And it's been speculated for 270 years why he actually stood. The common saying is that he was moved by the piece of music and thought that he should stand. Others suggested it was a very long piece of music and he wanted to stretch his legs. But either way, the tradition has become, for the last 270 years, that when the Hallelujah chorus is played, people stand. So if we start, I didn't want to start the piece and then people started standing up and you didn't know what was going on. You're like, I'm confused, what's going on? So that's why. So that's why we stand when the Hallelujah chorus is played. So we're going to end with this piece of music. We have a brass quartet over here of Chris Farrick, John Horton, Jared Medvick, and Johnny Morris that are going to join with the rest of the band as we play the Hallelujah chorus.
and gentlemen. Let's hear it one more time for our 7th and 8th grade. Thank you so much for coming. We hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.